Inside MLFB on SGPN is presented by WinBet. Bet $50 at WinBet and get $200 on free bets. Bet big, win bigger with WinBet. Download the WinBet app now or visit wynnbet.com and start winning today. We're also brought to you by Sleeper. You already play fantasy on Sleeper, but now you can win cold hard cash with their over-under game. Just head to sleeper.com/SGP on your phone to join the SGPN group, and Sleeper will automatically match your first deposit up to $100. That's sleeper.com/SGP. We're also brought to you by IPVanish. IPVanish is the official VPN of SGPN, and they're offering 70% off if you go to IPVanish.com/SGP. That's IPVanish.com/SGP. And make sure to check out our new Discord server, the perfect place to interact and sweat bets with the entire SGPN crew. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Discord. Welcome to Inside MLFB. We are live on location in Mobile, Alabama. Joining me today, Tavante Beckett, linebacker for the Ohio Force. Tavante, pleasure to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you too, man. Blessing to be here.
Awesome. So Tavante, tell us a little bit about your story. Tell us how you got here.
Okay. Well, I'm Tavante Beckett, from Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia to be exact. I'm from an area where, a lot of talent come out, AI, Michael Jordan, Cam Chancellor, Percy Harvin. I'm from the area where we take sports very serious. I went out to Virginia Tech out of Marshall, got in a little trouble and had to readjust and transfer. But I only, proved to myself that, I really can handle pressure and I can handle adversity. So I went to Marshall for 3 years, had to sit out 1 year. The first year I was there, I led the conference in tackles. Then the second year, I won Defensive Player of the Year. We ended up having the #1 scoring defense in 2020.
There we go.
And that's out of all the Power 5 schools. So that's something that I take pride in, man. It was a team effort, and I'm very proud that we were able to accomplish that.
Awesome. So while at Marshall, like you talked about leading that, what were some of the best moments for you while you were playing at a historic football school like Marshall?
For me, the best part for real is just bringing the energy, bringing the excitement back to Huntington, West Virginia. It was a period of time where, Marshall was ranked in the top 25, and then it went kind of blank for a little bit, and it was we had good seasons but not great. And then for my final year, for us to be ranked in the country top 25, we got as low as number 16. For me to be a captain of that, the defensive captain, the linebacker of a top defense, it's something I'm very proud of, and it's something that I always dreamed of, leading the team, being able to sit and have these interviews and be able to express myself and show my intelligence. It's something that Marshall gave me the opportunity after getting in trouble at Virginia Tech. So it's something I'm very grateful for. I always reach out back to them, and I still talk to the people there, man.
You still bleed green. There we go.
Bleed it.
And young man at Virginia Tech get in trouble. Second chances are important. And you spent some time on an NFL roster with the Detroit Lions. What was that like, being able to play at the highest level?
Man, it's everything you dreamed of. It's 1%. The percentage of people that actually make it to the NFL is 1%. So it's you got to realize, you're rare. You put in the work and you deserve to be there, but you also got to realize it's the best in the business. So it's people coming in every day that you never heard of that can be just as good as you or better. So you always got to have that mentality, I'm here, but what am I going to do to stay here? And Chris Spillman, a mentor when I got there, very great dude, very great linebacker. I watched his highlight tape back in the day.
Hall of Fame linebacker. You gotta watch that if you're going to be a pro linebacker.
Yes, so for hearing from him every day, when I got there, he was very straight up with me. I'm undersized. A lot of people ain't expect you to make it here, so it's what do you have to lose? Just that mindset of coming to practice, ready to lay it all out, getting to practice 15 minutes early, stuff that, it was installed in me as a kid, but even when I hit the professional level, maintaining that and sticking with that, and it got me through that year, I was on a practice squad for most of the year, but then at the end of the year, when I started going hard at practice every day and not slowing down because I'm going against the starters, it just made coaches start to realize, he can play in the NFL game, or he can do this. So just coming to work every day and showing my coaches what I'm about and what I got me. Well, I got to play 4 games. I could have played 6, but I caught COVID. But, and then even, getting released from them a couple months ago, just hearing from them, they give you real feedback and just let me know straight up, if I would have made this play on special teams or did this to stand out, they honest with you and they let you know. So when you go home and you sitting there thinking about it, it's okay, I did my job. But it's not just about doing your job, because it's 1%. And it's a lot of people in this world that can do just one job. I got to be versatile. I got to be able to do this, make plays, and make the calls. And that's something that they was installing in me, let me know when I did get released. So when I come here and get back in the NFL, which I am, I can carry that with me, let me know, okay, I'm going to do my job, but I'm going to go make this big play so they can remember and they can know that they can't let me go because somebody else going to have this. So.
You mentioned it's 1%. It's 1% of 1% of 1% they get to play in the NFL. Describe that feeling of standing on the field in your first NFL game.
Like, I remember, I'm not playing, man. Like, I remember being out there, and I think we was on this might not have been my first game, but it's a game where it really hits me. I think we're in Seahawks. We're at the Seahawks in Washington, and I'm looking up, and I see the 12th man, and I'm looking at it from, like, the visiting, the away team. I'm looking up, and it's like I'm seeing it look just like Madden. So it really felt like I was in a movie of my own life, first-person view, which I was, you know what I mean? But it's like, it felt like a movie scene. Like, I'm not, like, all just aside, it really felt like I just looked up, and it's right before we got to go out there on kickoff, and I'm taking it all in. I'm like, hold up, bro. It's a whole grown man over there ready to take my head off. I better snap in. And I remember that first play, like, I beat my dude. I got across him. I'm about to go make the tackle. And some dude who missed a block came and chipped me, knocked me off. And I'm just like, I'm over here thinking and absorbing. I'm in the NFL, and this dude just literally, like I just was thinking, I better lock in before he took my head off. So it was just, it's a beautiful feeling, man. It's grateful. I got to shake hands with people I grew up watching. Russell Wilson, he from Virginia, so just telling him like, hey man, I'm from VA too, and him just humbly just, hey man, I love that, man. I love to seeing my guys here. So just taking all that in and being appreciative of it, but also knowing like I'm not here to make friends either. Yeah. At the end of the day, like I love being in the NFL, but at the end of the day, I'm here to do a job, and whatever that job may be, I'm here to do it at the best of my ability. So it's a blessing, man. But it's something you don't take for granted because it's grown men out here, and it's the best of the world. So you gotta be ready.
For sure. Make sure to get down on the Wins Bet 50 Win $200 promotion, where a $50 bet qualifies you for up to $200 in free bets. Bet $500 on sports or casino before July 31st, 2022. Get entered to win the ultimate fantasy football draft experience at Encore Beach Club, including a 2-night stay at Wynn Resorts for you and your entire league. Multiple entries allowed. There's so much to choose from, and all you have to do is download the WynnBet app or visit wynnbet.com to get started. Offer subject to change. Terms and conditions at wynnbet.com. Must be 21 or older and present in the state where playthrough WynnBet is available. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. SGPN's also offering a free home run derby contest exclusively on the SGPN app. Be sure to go download the free app and enter today. Winner gets a $200 gift certificate to the SGPN store. Now on to Sleeper. Sleeper is the fastest growing fantasy platform today with millions of players. You probably already have a fantasy league on there. I use it for all of mine. It's a game-changing product unlike anything else in the industry, and now you can make money on Sleeper too by playing their new over-under game. It's super simple. First, in any sport, choose 2 or more players that you like and pick the over-under. For example, the number of points in basketball or hits in baseball. Then choose the amount of money you want to enter into the contest. If you pick correctly, you can win anywhere from 2 to over 20 times your money you put in. The main reason I'm excited about Over Under on Sleeper is that it's the only app where I can join my buddies' contests and play together. It's got a built-in group chat where I can see and copy my friends' picks with the tap of a button. It's insanely fun to ride it out together. Stop what you're doing and download Sleeper to play their new Over Under game. Have fun with your friends and make some money. And make sure to check out our new Discord server, the perfect place to interact and sweat bets with the entire SGPN crew. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/discord. Did you have coffee this morning? Where'd you get it from? The grocery store? Out of a can? Some big bucks chain that's impersonal and doesn't care about your tastes? Well, you need to stop that, and you need to get Trade Coffee. Trade Coffee connects customers to the freshest and best tasting coffee they've ever made at home by partnering with the country's best craft roasters. These independent businesses from big cities and small towns care about you and your impact as a customer. It's an expertly tasted coffee that the trade team has worked to test thousands of coffee to keep 450 different kinds live and ready to ship every day. There's no one perfect coffee, but there is a perfect coffee for you, and Trade's human-powered algorithm will find it. Trade will send you freshly roasted beans from 60 of the country's best craft roasters, small businesses, and you can support them. Your friends may call you a snob, but you just know what coffee tastes like and when it's really perfect. Right now, Trade is offering new subscribers a total of $30 off your first order plus free shipping when you go to drinktrade.com/SGP. That's more than 40 cups of coffee for free. Get started by taking their quiz at drinktrade.com/SGP and let Trade find you a coffee you'll love. That's drinktrade.com/SGP for $30 off. Did you know that browsing online using incognito mode doesn't actually protect your privacy? That's right, without added security, you might as well give away all your private data to hackers, advertisers, your ISP, and other prying eyes. That's why I use IPVanish VPN to make it easy to stay truly private and secure on the internet. IPVanish helps you safely browse the internet by encrypting 100% of your data. This means that your private details, password, communications, browsing history, and more will be completely shielded from falling into the wrong hands. Even your physical location will be hidden. IPVanish makes you virtually invisible online. It's that simple. You can use IPVanish on unlimited devices without sacrificing on speed, your computers, tablets, phones, even devices like your Fire Stick when you're streaming media. Whether I'm at home or in public, I don't go online anymore without using IPVanish. IPVanish is offering an incredible 70% off their yearly plan for our listeners with a 30-day money-back guarantee. It's just like getting 9 months for free. IPVanish is super easy to use. All you have to do is tap one button and you're instantly protected. You won't even know it's on. Stop sharing with the world everything you stream, everything you search for, and everything you buy. Take back your privacy today with the brand rated 4.6 out of 5 on Trustpilot. So go to ipvanish.com/SGP and use promotional code SGP and claim your 70% savings. That's ipvanish.com/SGP. So you're going to be playing for the Ohio Force in Canton, Ohio. You talked about looking up and seeing the 12th man flag. You're going to look to your right and you're going to see the Shrine, the Hall of Fame, all the busts. How's that going to feel?
Honestly, I feel like it's going to be definitely a motivation. It's going to boost the energy for the team. We not just, I'm from Virginia, but we don't have a Canton, Ohio, and for me being an NFL football player and being in Canton, Ohio, I have to bring it. I have to come and work every day, just for the greats, not just for myself, but just for these greats in this building. I seen the little pictures of the Hall of Fame heads. Like, I'm really excited because I feel like it's a motivation that young brothers need, man, to see the hard work, where the hard work can get you, and to be there every day and to play in this stadium. It's inspiring me, especially for me coming from the NFL. Just gonna see that, and I know it's gonna have me going, man, ready to play. Just seeing that,
There we go. So you're gonna get to play at the Hall of Fame. You mentioned you're from Virginia. I believe y'all are playing at Virginia Beach at one point.
Sports play.
Have you got that date circled on the calendar and sent it out to family yet?
I remember when I found out, I'm like, oh, look, Coach, I didn't know y'all had a Virginia team, because I was kind of like, I want to play for my home team. But, it's bittersweet. Of course, I'm going to love going home because, my family didn't really get to see me in Detroit because we didn't have any close games. So they didn't get to see that. So the last thing they remember me playing football was at Marshall. So I know what they're going to be expecting me to do. So I know I got to bring it just because the fam there. I played at the sports place growing up, high school, playoff games, So I know how the turf feel already. I'm just ready to put on the show, man.
So you're gonna have home field advantage playing there because you know the bounces, you know the field.
Yeah, I know that field.
But you're gonna get to go back as a professional.
That's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. Just being able to come, and I go home and I talk to both my high school. I went to 2 different high schools, but when I go home, I have a great relationship, and just hearing them, talking to them, is trying to motivate them that you can go to this. Let's look at me. Got in trouble. I still did it. And going back home and just give them a little clips of me playing football, not on the highest level, but me still playing football and letting the young fans see me, because it's really people that I don't even know at home that look up to me, and I found that out when I was just home. So it's just like, I know it ain't the highest level, but I know it's people gonna be still ready to see us show, just seeing the football, man.
For sure. So you talk about going back, telling those young men playing football, you can make a mistake, you can bounce back. What's the lesson you're going to bring to your teammates who are maybe just out of college, getting ready to go, trying to take that pro step? What's the advice you're going to bring to those fellow Ohio Force defensive players?
Well, I gotta be up front with them, and it's something that if you're going to go take somebody's job, you can't do it half. You got to really go take it, and if you want to go take $1 million out of a grown man's mouth, that you gotta have to physically go do that. You're gonna have to physically put in the work and be mentally ready. Because just because you win that rep that day, that next day he's gonna come try to take your head off again. Mm-hmm. So it's like you gotta be ready to do this over and over, and don't get big headed. Because it's $1 million people in there who's humble. You know, they help you, give you the shirt off their back. So just, you know, when you get there, be humble, but getting there, the process, you always gotta be ready. Like I seen people come in last minute of training camp off the couch and get signed the whole season. So for me, just coming in them, being real and inspiring, you know, to let them know, bro, at any time you gotta be ready, because that shot gonna come. And you got to take advantage of it. And I've seen people take advantage of it and play the whole season and get paid what they get paid and get film that they need. And they can't get put back on the practice squad because they put in this much work and another team gonna grab them to the point they got value off of just being ready, staying ready. You know, so that's my motive. Gonna be my speech for my team, man. Just be ready. You got to be ready, because that opportunity gonna come, and it's like we said, it's 1%.
1% of 1%. So you talked about. The Lions talked to you about what you needed to work on. This is a developmental league. What is it that you feel you need to work on the most during your time on practices and in games?
For me, man, just being able to have full control over defense again, being able to make them calls and not get the mental reps. Like, I love mental reps, but sometimes you just gotta visually be there, and you gotta physically be in the game and practice to really get a feel for what's going on. And not taking away from anything for the line, I'm just saying, like, for me, just being able to really run the show. And not saying I'm gonna be running the show, but being able to practice that and being able to go on special teams and work on stuff that I didn't work on in college. Like, in college, I didn't play special team as much because I'm this good player, started playing on defense. So, like, freshman year, I'm playing all these special teams. Senior year, I'm not really playing no special team. Get in the league, you back on special team. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, take advantage of that. You know, take advantage of each rep, getting better on special teams, defense, and doing anything coach needs. Because at the end of the day, when that call comes, I might not be called to play linebacker. They might need a long snapper. You get what I'm saying? I got to be able to, whatever the team need, they might need a left guard, a left tackle on point. And if I ain't been practicing that or taking it as serious here, how am I going to translate it from here to there? No matter the highest level or not, it's still the same. The work's still the same. You're going to get what you put in, and that's what I learned. You get what you put in. So if I put the work in here, and when I make that transition, it's going to be a transition, no doubt. It's going to be a little different, but it's still the same principle. It's still the same football. You know what I'm saying? It's still the same game. It's just better players, faster, stronger, taller, whatever the case may be. So, yeah, just take advantage of it, man.
So, obviously, Major League Football, publicly traded league. You know, you're a man who's taken a bet on yourself by coming here. Have you invested in ownership in the league too to bet on yourself in that regards too?
Not yet, but I feel a lot of great things. Like, and I'm more surprised because like I was calling my teammates, you know, I'm calling teammates around that's like not in the league right now. I'm like, bro, y'all ain't hear about this league? Like, y'all ain't. I'm going. Like, where you going? I'm going to Major League Football. I'm trying to say this jump. I'm going Ohio. I'm going to mobile for a couple days. And I'm going to Ohio. I'm being Canton, Ohio, Hall of Fame. They like, no way, I ain't know about it. So a lot of people ain't even know about it. And I'm more excited for this because this gonna be the little blueprint. This is a little show, 4 games, but in the spring we're gonna take off. You get what I'm saying? So you know, knowing that and being able to give a little glimpse of what I got and being able to do it here on this platform, it means a lot, man. I'm ready to see where this goes. Just like the USFL, it started the first year, man. You know, you never know how it's gonna take off. So I'm gonna get my investment in there.
There we go.
Man. I'm
there we go.
I'm gonna get my investment.
You're investing on the field and off the field.
Man.
There we go. So, what's the message you'd want to convey to the people of Ohio as you're getting ready to come and play there with the Force?
Oh, just know we ain't coming out there to lose. Like, you know, I feel like the energy the same. I joke around with a couple players, you know, when people ask what team, it's the winning team. Like, and I know what Ohio is about. Man. I know I was in West Virginia, so I know how rowdy the Ohio kid. We had a little rivalry across the bridge with the Ohio Bobcats, and they fans are legit. So I'm just excited to be back in a football town, football state, Canton, Ohio. You know, just letting them know we're excited and we're not coming to come in second and third. Like, we really coming to come in first and make them proud. You know, Ohio. Yes, sir.
So, Tavante Beckett and the Ohio Force kicking off with Major League Football August 9th. Appreciate it, Tavante.
Nova.